Welcome to another video, guys. I'm Vid.
I'm Harish.
And today we're going to try and beat KFC's chicken.
So, like our Wagamama video where we tried to make katsu curry, we're going to do this with the original recipe chicken from KFC. And we'll see, we're not going to like work out the macros or anything, just like we did for the Wagamama's one, when we'll compare after we've tasted both of them.
So obviously with KFC they have their original blend and there's millions of people around the world trying to recreate that unsuccessfully, so we're not going to try and exactly match that taste. What we're going to try and do is create something that's macro friendly or more macro friendly than the KFC one. Again, like Harry said, we're not going to compare till afterwards, but something that still tastes decent comparative to the KFC chicken. So that's going to be the challenge because obviously it's widely popular.
Yeah, so we have to make our own kind of seven herbs and spices that they...
12.
Is it 12?
I think so, because they follow the Spice Girls and then 7 other herbs, don't they?
I don't know. There's some formula they have, but we're gonna have to, like, obviously it's a secret recipe, but we're gonna have to make our own recipe.
So we're just gonna order the chicken, probably get something for lunch as well, because bulk life, and then get started on the chicken. So we've got chicken legs in here, which we're gonna bake these first to try and reduce the amount of oil that's needed to cook them, basically. So we've got some buttermilk, which will hopefully soften the texture a little bit. We'll pour that in and then see what else to put in.
Well, we need to think what can we do to replicate the like the flavour of KFC.
Flavor, yeah. So I think
they have like a little like, I don't know. It's not like there's no like spice to it, but
No.
there's like a there is some like strong flavour that comes through.
I think a lot of it goes in the batter.
Yeah.
But obviously, like we said, we can't completely replicate that. So maybe if we put some flavour in here and then put some in the batter, like breadcrumbs and stuff as well. So,
But I feel like the chicken doesn't really have.
no, it doesn't. So that's why I'm saying we can't exactly replicate it.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna know it's different. Maybe we should put a little bit of spice in to try and make it taste better.
That's what we know.
Yeah.
Because we don't want it to be like there's like frozen.
Yeah, no, yeah. So I say like thyme and stuff like that, and maybe some paprika. Garlic
powder.
powder.
Yeah.
Or paste.
Powder.
Okay.
paprika, Kashmiri chili powder,
Thyme. Garlic powder. Rosemary. I think spice team. Doesn't matter what salt it is, but we might need some mustard in that, you know?
Yeah, I reckon we'll throw some mustard in. That'll be good.
I never had mustard on its own before, and then I had it, and it's gross, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's nice.
It's so gross. But yeah, it's like nice to use as a flavour. Don't eat it on its own.
So I think KFC put MSG in their chicken, which we don't have and we don't really want to put in. So
Ajinomoto.
Ajinomoto, yeah. So we're gonna have to go for more salt probably.
Yeah, it is quite salty.
It is salty, yeah. This probably already has too much flavour compared to what KFC normally put into their actual chicken seasoning.
The chicken is normally quite bland, isn't it?
It is. It is. But we don't do bland. That smells so good. I'm actually excited for this now. Lots of salt. Probably a bit more.
So now what we do is we mix this all in, make sure the flavour is all over the chicken. That's cold. It's cold, like freezing cold. It's actually so cold. I think this will be like more premium quality compared to KFC. And you know when you go to like a in London or something, you get like order fried chicken and buttermilk fried chicken.
Yeah.
And it's like the chicken
like
is
the restaurant
better,
ones, yeah, they do taste nice actually. It's different.
It's
This
different.
is like KFC's like this guilty pleasure that you don't want to say bad things about it because it still tastes good and you love it, but while you're eating it, you know that chicken isn't necessarily the best quality and the flavouring could probably be better.
The chicken, yeah.
Yeah. The chicken.
Don't know.
Okay,
so
put it in here. This looks delicious, even though it is raw chicken. Alright, I'm gonna whack it in the oven.
Hiya.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Not too bad. Go. Okay. Enjoy the happy new year.
You too.
So you
Yeah.
Oh. Here it is. Check out sealed.
So we've got plain flour here, which we're going to start the coating process with. This has literally got plain flour, paprika, salt, a few herbs and spices again. Then we've got the egg to coat again before we put the breadcrumbs on. So we've got panko breadcrumbs, which hopefully will create that crispy texture that KFC has, which people tried to recreate with
Cereal.
yeah, like cornflakes. So
like
crush up cornflakes and put it on.
Because there's like little islands when you like peel it off. You can see like little like separation between them. So we just want that basically, and not just like one layered coating.
Yeah. Coating in our very own. It's burp. Turn your face and burp.
This way.
No. Can we put that in the video? Okay, so now we're got the coating on all 3 bits of chicken. I'm gonna get some eggy mixture on. Do you wanna roll this?
Yeah.
My G.
Boy.
35. 7 days a week. Wet ass.
Like that.
Wet ass. Beep. Pepsi Max. We're drinking this on our video, so you can sponsor us. We'll sell it for 50k a month each.
So now about to fry the chicken.
Yeah, we've got the oil in the pan. It's ready. It's nice and hot. We're gonna put. That's not ready. Okay, it wasn't as ready as I thought.
You went too early.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's sizzling. It wasn't that. Look.
Mad.
Look at that. Look at that.
Weird, but did it good? So here we have our chicken, all done. We've got the KFC here, to the left. So time to taste test and see. I think like we should do like an aesthetic one as well. Yeah, so I think categories for this one, if we go visual, taste, and then compare the macros afterwards. So visually, it's hard for us to say. So we've put a story up on Instagram and we'll get the results on underneath when we edit this video, so that's one of the criteria that's comparative basically.
At the moment we've got 17% saying left and 83% saying right.
So ours is coming out on top at the moment, but early days on that. Taste wise, if we taste it first,
Like when we eat, it's like,
okay,
Oh.
alright.
I got no chicken there.
KFC is KFC, it's delicious, isn't it? There's just something about it. The texture's not particularly crispy. The chicken isn't particularly flavorful, but it just tastes amazing.
But this is what we were talking about the flakiness. Like the cereal like batter.
Should we taste ours? Surprisingly good. It's crunchy. The chicken's more tender.
It's less salty. Maybe we could have put a bit more in. But I prefer this flavour. Like the texture of that batter is nice, right?
Yeah.
But the chicken on this is cooked nicer though. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but like this is like, you can tell it's like more tender, right?
Just enjoying it.
It actually tastes deep fried. It's not like with the katsu where we could tell it was not deep fried. This does taste deep fried, which is weird. I think it'll probably again come down to a matter of opinion. It doesn't taste like KFC though.
It doesn't taste like KFC, but it tastes nice.
So we've done the taste test. I think the batter on theirs tastes nicer, But overall, I do like the chicken more because on ours more because it's more flavorful. It's cooked better. I think we could eat more of it without getting fed up. Whereas the KFC, it gets quite like the flavor gets a bit old, doesn't it, very quickly?
Because it's just a batter, and the chicken is really bland. Like that is a big thing, and the quality of the chicken as well isn't great, which you can tell. Like if you pick apart the chicken on its own, especially like a bigger piece where there's not like batter covered like all around the chicken. If there's like more depth to it, it's like you can taste the blandness of it. So
Yeah.
whereas with us, that's not the case. So the chicken, like the quality of the chicken is always good, and there's flavour within the chicken as well, which makes it less bland.
I think if we had, obviously we started this video without really knowing how we were going to make it. We did it as we went along. If we planned it to make it better, we'd probably do the buttermilk a couple of days earlier and let it marinate, and it'd probably taste even better. So if we were actually going to do fried chicken properly, we'd do it that way. It's time to compare the macros now. So I've got the stats for our chicken, and Harsh has got the KFC one. And as we speak, KFC has overtaken ours on the aesthetic poll on Instagram. So we're going to compare the drumstick nutrition on the KFC website to the drumstick nutrition on ours. The issue is probably that we don't know how big theirs is when they actually put the information down, because obviously the calories are going to depend on how big the actual drumstick is. So there's going to be a little bit of difference here, but this will give us a rough idea.
The calories, 170.
So our calories are actually 181, so we've actually gone higher.
For the first time.
Yeah, 11 calories higher.
So fat for the KFC is 10.2 grams.
Fat on ours is 9 grams.
The carbs for the KFC is 6.9 grams.
So we've got 9 grams, so it's a little bit higher there.
And then protein is 13.4 grams.
So we've got protein at 16 grams, so this probably shows that their standard drumstick is smaller than ours, because you're not going to get a big protein difference between
One drumstick.
Yeah, exactly. We're not doing anything special with the protein there. So that's probably why our calories are higher as well, because we've got 3 grams more of protein, which adds up to 12 calories. Not making excuses there, but you know, our ratio is better.
I think overall it's not like an easy win for one.
No, it's
any
about
other
the
chicken.
same really.
Like I'm still undecided on which one I like more. Like there's things I like about each one, but I can't decide which one. If I had to choose one, I don't know which one I'd choose, to be honest.
We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, like this video and subscribe to our channel so that you can keep seeing other content that we make. If you didn't like this video, check out our other videos, as we do make other kinds of content.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at @bib_heart, and we'll see you next time.